And we're live. Hey everybody, how are you doing? Attorney LaConnie Murray with Trademark IP Solutions, coming to you really quick on this. What is today? Wednesday afternoon. Say somebody sent me a great story. You know that I really appreciate when y'all see these stories and these headlines, and you share them with me so you can get my perspective on them. So this one was a really interesting one, and we will get into it for about 2 to 5 minutes. One, my phone is getting ready to die, and two, I got some more work to do. But thank you so much for joining me. My name is Attorney LaConnie Murray with Trademark IP Solutions, and we help clients with trademarks, copyright, and business development solutions and patents throughout the United States. So really quick, if you have not subscribed to our podcast, you really need to do so, because this story kind of piggybacks on something that we talked about 3 weeks ago, regards to trademark defense. So one of the things we talked about was satire and parodies. So have you guys heard of this brand called Feyoncé? And it's like Beyoncé, but spelled like Beyonce with an F instead of a B. Excuse me. And they really market to, I guess, ladies that are engaged, and this kind of has this single lady theme. Like, what's the song? What's the thing? You should have put a ring on it, is what I'm saying. So in April of 2016, Beyoncé filed a lawsuit against that company. And just recently they went to court because she took that lawsuit. So she filed a lawsuit for trademark infringement. And one of the things she asked for was an injunction. Now, when you ask for an injunction, what she's asking the court to do is stop the other court from selling their products until they go to court. And so before the court can do that, they have to look at a couple of things to make sure that the harm is not going to be too much. Because, that's a big deal. What happens if they get to trial and Beyoncé loses, and then these people have lost revenue because an injunction was granted against them? So one of the things that the court considers is that how likely is it that the parties will prevail? Like, is it likely that Beyoncé will prevail? And by prevail, I mean win at trial. Or is it likely that the other company will win at trial? They have to look at that. They also look at the extent of the harm that will be done if there is no injunction. And it doesn't look like Beyoncé has put on enough proof to show that there will be some type of irreparable harm if this injunction is not filed. Right now, she's just saying that when people see this other product, they're going to think that it's her, or that her trademark. And the court was like, no, I don't think so. I think that a jury can, they may or may not decide that there's a pun there. And that's really important, because he said jury. So if you're asking for an injunction, like I said, you're just going to the court, you and the judge. There is no jury. You're trying to make this decision. So he's saying, you know what, there's not enough here to say that the jury won't be able to side with the defendant. So in that case, we are going to deny your request for an injunction. And now this case is going to either settle or go on to trial, and we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, that's the story that I want to tell you real quick. So, and again, if you haven't subscribed to the Off the Mark podcast, subscribe to the podcast, because we talked about parody in depth when we talked about the Nike and Colin Kaepernick situation, how some of these things might be satire or parody and defenses to trademarks. But that's all I have. That's my hot minute with you all. If you tune in tomorrow, we have Ask Me Thursday, or now we're calling it Murray's Law. If you have a question, definitely DM me your question. Make sure your question is a general question that can help everyone, not just yourself. It's not self-serving. It needs to be a general question that can help the general public, because we're all trying to grow and build and protect our businesses. And if you have questions about trademarks, and you really want to know how to protect your brand on a budget, make sure you purchase our ebook, and that link I'll put it in the comment. Okay? All right. Take care.